Alright, so today I've got something pretty interesting to install in the car. This is the FITCAMX Universal 4K Dash Cam, and unlike some of the OEM-specific models, this one is designed to work with pretty much any vehicle. In this video, I'll unbox the FITCAMX Universal 4K Dash Cam, hardwire it into the fuse box, hide all the wiring for a clean installation, and then take it out for a real-world driving test. So, let's open it up. Right away, the packaging looks clean and well organized. The first thing inside is the dash cam itself. Honestly, my first impression is that it feels really solid. It's compact, has a nice weight to it, and the finish gives it a premium feel. Taking a closer look around the camera, you'll find the micro SD card slot on the side, where all your recordings will be stored. Thankfully, FITCAMX already includes a micro SD card in the box, so you don't have to buy one before using it. Also included is the complete hardwire kit. This comes with the main power cable, different fuse tap adapters, and everything needed to connect the camera directly to your vehicle's fuse box. Since different vehicles use different fuse sizes, FITCAMX includes multiple fuse tap adapters in the kit. All you have to do is choose the one that matches the fuse already used in your vehicle. Everything is clearly labeled, which definitely makes the installation process a lot easier. Now that we've had a look at everything, let's get this installed. Since I'm doing a hardwire installation, the first step is finding the correct power connections inside the fuse box. The camera needs 3 connections. The first is BAT+, which provides constant battery power. The second is ACC, which only gets power when the ignition is turned on. And finally, there's the ground connection. To find the BAT and ACC fuses, I'm using a simple circuit tester. First, with the ignition switched off, I test different fuse slots until I find one that's still receiving power. That's going to be my BAT plus connection. Next, I turn the ignition on and repeat the process. Now I'm looking for a fuse that only becomes live after the car starts. That's my ACC connection. Using a tester like this only takes a couple of minutes and gives you confidence that you've selected the correct fuse locations. Now that I've identified both fuse locations, there's one important step before plugging everything into the fuse box. The hardwire kit comes with these add-a-fuse adapters. Each adapter has 2 fuse slots. The first thing I do is remove the original fuse from the vehicle. Then I insert that original fuse into the empty slot on the fuse tab. The small red 2-amp fuse that's already installed stays exactly where it is because it's there to protect the dash cam itself. So, in the end, each fuse tap has 2 fuses installed. One protects the original vehicle circuit, the other protects the dash cam. Once both fuse taps are prepared, they're ready to go back into the fuse box. Now I simply insert the fuse taps into the fuse slots I tested earlier. The red ACC wire goes into the ignition switched fuse. The yellow BAT plus wire goes into the constant battery fuse. The last connection is the black ground wire. For this, I find a solid metal bolt near the fuse box. I loosen the bolt slightly, slide the ring terminal underneath, and tighten it back down securely. Now all 3 connections are complete. Before hiding all the wiring, I always like to test everything first. So I'll start the car and make sure the camera powers on properly. There we go. The dash cam boots up straight away. Exactly what we're looking for. Now that I know everything is working correctly, I can finish the installation. Next, I clean the windshield thoroughly to make sure the adhesive sticks properly. Then I remove the protective film from the adhesive pad and carefully position the camera behind the rearview mirror. I like mounting it here because it's out of the driver's line of sight while still giving the camera an excellent view of the road ahead. Now comes one of the most satisfying parts of the installation. Instead of leaving cables hanging across the windshield, I'm going to hide everything for a much cleaner look. I tuck the cable into the headliner above the windshield. From there, I carefully route it down by using a pillar, making sure it stays neatly behind the trim. Once everything is tucked away, you honestly can't even tell there's a dash cam installed. No dangling wires, no messy installation. Everything looks clean and almost factory fitted. Now it's time to see how this thing performs on the road. Straight away, the picture quality looks fantastic. Since this record's in 4K resolution, everything is incredibly sharp. Road signs are easy to read. Lane markings are crisp, and even license plates stay readable at normal driving speeds. The colors look really natural, and the camera adjusts well as lighting conditions change. Driving around my neighborhood, the footage stayed smooth and detailed, whether I was in direct sunlight or driving through shaded streets. The wide-angle lens also captures plenty of the road without making the image look distorted. Overall, I'm genuinely impressed with the image quality. It's exactly what you'd want from a dash cam that's there to capture important moments clearly. After installing and testing it, I can honestly say the whole setup turned out really well. The hardwire installation is straightforward if you take your time. The hidden cable routing keeps the interior looking clean, and the 4K video quality is seriously impressive. If you're looking for a reliable dash cam with excellent image quality and a clean, factory-style installation, I definitely think the FITCAMX Universal 4K Dash Cam is worth checking out. If you'd like to learn more about this dash cam or pick one up for your own vehicle, I've left the official FitCamX website and the product link in the description below. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe for more automotive tech and installation videos, and let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.